Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another very exciting session with Colonel Mayank Chaubey ji. Welcome, Mayank ji.
Thank you, Jaidev ji. How are you?
I'm fine. So, in today's session, friends, that we know that ever since Donald Trump, was the U.S. president, that the relationship between India and America is so complicated. With India, with U.S. putting, so much of tariffs on India, and now India lately putting 30% tariff back on, America in terms of pulses. So all this is, we get the picture that this Donald Trump is behaving very strangely. Yeah, one day he just picks up, Venezuelan President Maduro, and then we don't know what his next move is. Like, is he going to attack Iran, or is he going to attack Greenland? So what is happening with Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is behaving like any other American president, Jaidev ji. And when I say this, many people will be offended. How come I can give such a statement that he's behaving like any other president? See, what is happening is the other presidents used to do the work, but they never announced. This is one man who announces and he does the work. Period. Every president has been doing what he is doing today without any doubt. Okay, so who is this gentleman next to Trump? Everybody knows. But then I have a habit of using the chain stitch where you go back in time and then you pull the string ahead. So we will limit ourselves to South America and Central America. So there was a country by the name of, I think, Grenada. Grenada was the first target. It was in the late 60s, if I'm not wrong. Mr. Bishop was the president there. He was taken out by the Americans. Then came Panama. Panama, it was purely commercial. They wanted control over the Panama Strait, the Panama Canal. They picked up the President Manuel Noriega, and they could not manage. So then they just surrendered to fate, and operation of the Panama Canal went back to Panama. Then comes Mr. Maduro, and okay, so things get a bit interesting here. Jadevji, whatever I speak now, just try to join the dots. Okay, America is one country who wants either you be my ally or you are my foe. There is no gray zone. If you can be my ally only and only when you listen to what I say. So you become a yes man or you are my foe. Now there's one country, Great Britain, UK, who says and does what the USA says. Case in point, the recent Venezuela crisis, there were two ships who were coming back from Venezuela laden with Venezuelan oil. One was bearing the flag of Russia, the other was bearing the flag of Panama. The Americans, they lay siege to these ships, they confiscate these ships. Interestingly, all the coordinates, the tracking, etc., was being done by UK. So UK was doing the tracking and America did the dirty job of handling them. And that is the reason why Mr. Putin said that, God forbid, if you venture into the Black Sea, the Dead Sea, or the North Sea. Now, imagine if the British don't venture into the North Sea, how will they connect with the mainland of Europe? That was a very interesting thing which was happening. So, Mr. Trump or the USA, and when I say Mr. Trump or the USA, Mr. Trump is not separated from the USA. He's the president of the USA. So what he does is he finds that there are two people who are not the yes men of the Americans. Russia, they have discounted. Russia will be their permanent foe. But there are two countries which should listen to them, but they're not listening. One is China, one is India. Okay. So they try to take them under their folds. Nobody listens. So you put put tariff on India, you put tariff on China. China says, okay, friend, goodbye to the rare earth elements. So Mr. Trump has to meet Xi Jinping in Korea. And they decided, okay, moratorium of 1 year, you can continue trading the rare earths and we will not levy tariffs. क्योंकि हिंदी में कहते हैं दाल नहीं गली चाइना के साथ में. India is not such a big economy. So the arm twisting in case of India became stronger. Arm twisting for China was also no less. China imports 4% of its oil from Venezuela. It imports 17% of its oil from Iran. Is the jigsaw falling into place? So suddenly you find that there is a government in Venezuela which is not democratic enough, so we should have a democratic form of government. So Maduro Sahab is picked up and the government is toppled. Oil is controlled there. China, devoid of 4% of its quota. Iran, lot of mayhem. People want independence from the mullah regime. So, okay, we have to intervene. Upheavals. 17% of China's quota gone in Iran. 80% still there because Russia is supplying oil to China. And Russia is now merrily engaged with Ukraine. So, if in case in Iran, the Gulf of Hormuz, if it is blocked, imagine China will face a lot of issues. So keep the pot boiling and China on tenterhooks. Now, how will India be tamed? You levy tariffs. So 25% tariffs. If you trade with Iran, we will do this, we will do that. So we take a very calculated step. We keep our companies and we keep our personnel out of the sanction list. And we openly say that, okay, we are now thinning out from Chabahar. That was a strategic move. People in India were jumping, and the Pakistanis especially were jumping with joy that India has moved out of Chabahar. Sorry, friend, you're sadly mistaken. We were never in Chabahar. We were just operating one of the ports of Chabahar. There are two ports in Chabahar. We were operating one. It is the sovereign land of Iran. People of Iran are manning that port. We were just helping them in operationalizing that port. So we were not invested that heavily. So suppose Iran regime falls, who will control those proxies? That was created by Iran. This region will go into a mess. Okay, Agastya ji, let me clarify one thing. Iran has to stay there. Iran has to remain a threat to the entire Middle East or West Asia. If Iran becomes friendly and poses no threat in that region, the American arms market will suffer. And Trump cannot stay in the chair if in case that arms market suffers. So the pot will keep boiling and the arms will be sold to countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Oman. Everybody will buy weapons, Israel also. Till such time, Iran remains a threat. So, why did the US bomb Fardo nuclear facility where people were saying that they had more than 400 kgs of enriched uranium existing in that facility? When the Israelis went and attacked that facility, they could not destroy it. So they asked for American help. The B-2 bombers land there, but then they took 10 odd days to reach there. Oh my God. So, and they had announced that we will come and bomb you. So Mr. Khamenei gets the time to shift all that enriched uranium, and then they go and bomb it. And the International Atomic Energy Agency says, no, there was no radiation leak, so there was no enriched uranium there. So whom are these people trying to fool? So Iran will stay there. Iran will always remain a threat. If that threat is eliminated, God save, who will save the American arms industry? So enjoy. As an Indian, please keep your popcorn ready. Watch Candid Meena. You'll enjoy all these things happening in that part of the world. Don't get mentally involved in what is happening. That is my sincere advice to you. Just observe and keep smiling. So don't get worried what happens. Houthis, Hamas. Has any terrorist organization been eliminated by the US till now? If the answer is yes, I am surprised. So Al Qaeda is still there, ISIS is still there, the Muslim Brotherhood is still there, Boko Haram is still there, so are the Houthis, Hezbollahs, and Hamas. Do you feel that the peace accord for Gaza, what they have called that, something for peace, in which they have invited Modi ji, that
Gaza Peace Board. That's what.
Gaza peace, just
Board.
let me,
Yeah.
Gaza peace board, yeah, Gaza
Yeah.
peace board. So, do you really feel that they want peace in Gaza? Sorry, who's please don't be under that impression. Okay, now they want to suck in India. Why? Because if dirty work is being done by the West, if in case you involve India in that, anything going wrong, the blame can easily be shifted to India also. You are also part of it. But then our interests are also there. So we are going to weigh our the pros and cons, and let's see what comes out. For 75 years, you have kept the pot boiling there. You could not clear it. You could not extinguish those flames because you were fanning them, and now you want to involve others. I prepared a list and I tweeted it just for reference. Let me just refer to that list. Who all are there? People are saying that Pakistan is there. Sorry, Pakistan is nowhere in that list. Pakistan doesn't figure in that board. So let me just read out the list to you. If you permit, I'll refer my notes.
Yes.
And the beautiful list says, I have divided that into three parts. The list of participants, Gaza peace plan. There are state participants. The countries who are involved are United States, India, Israel, Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. Incidentally, the president of UAE is in India. Then you have four regional and multilateral organizations, that is the Arab League, the United Nations, the European Union, and the World Bank. Then you have Palestinian representation, which are non-Hamas, and they are the Palestinian Authority and the Gaza-based technocrats and civil society representatives. Okay, another question coming up. Mr. Agastya, he wants to ask, sir, I really want to see what happens with Greenland situation, especially with those 35 troops plus one penguin. Agastya ji, very well brought out. I sincerely believe that Greenland is a hoax. It's a diversionary tactics. The idea is to take the mind of the world to that place. Imagine Germany is giving a sizable strength of two soldiers. 35 soldiers, I think, came from France. Greenland is he this threat is no threat. Greenland is never a target. Greenland will never be a target. It's a diversionary tactic from my side. If in case he goes to Greenland, imagine he will be harming the interests of a NATO country, a brother NATO country, which he will never do. So पागल कितना भी पागल है लेकिन वो अपने घर को आग नहीं लगाता है, हाँ? तो just keep observing. The target is not Greenland. Greenland is just a diversionary tactic. That is my humble belief. I may be wrong, but please shut your eyes towards Greenland. Greenland will not go anywhere. Greenland will remain with the Danish. Do you believe the more you are involved with Trump, the more your country will be targeted? No, you are. If in case you are involved with Trump, you will be targeted. If you're not involved, you will be targeted more. See, the world was very peaceful till such time the Americans didn't open a embassy there. So that is the real state of affairs. You don't become the enemy; you are made the enemy. That is the real issue. That either you say yes, it's either my way or highway. that is that is the US policy. I have had discussions with the American diplomats, and they say that you are wanting to become a world power, but then you are not asserting yourself. I said, what do you mean asserting yourself? No, no, you have to ensure that democracy prevails. I said, how do we ensure? Go there and help establish democratic rule. I said, thank you so much. You are enough for the chaos. I don't want to add my country into that. So that is what they mean. कि आपको लगेगा कि आपके देश में पीस नहीं है, so they will come and they will turn your country into pieces. Case in point, Libya. Case in point, Syria. Case in point, Iraq. They were being governed, and people were happy. देखिए, they were dictators who were governing them, but then there was a uneasy calm. Now unease is there and calm has gone for a six. So that is the state of affairs. And let's move further. We can go on and on and on to discuss all these things, but then interesting times
Yeah,
ahead for.
just a few questions in my mind is where is Khomeini? Is he in Iran or has he fled Iran? Uh, what do you think?
uh, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei will not flee Iran. That is my view. Uh, his son might. His son was involved in shifting of 1.5 billion US dollars to Abu Dhabi to a bank. This was happening a week back. I don't know how much has he shifted till now. Mushtaba is his name. He is the right hand man of his father, and he controls the IRGC and the broadcasting services of Iran. He might shift there, but Ali Khamenei has too much of investments in Iran. The moment he flees, that means he has given the reins to somebody, and that somebody is are those people who are raising those monarchy flags, and they want a regime change there. So, in my personal opinion, Ali Khamenei will never leave Iran. If push comes to shove, he would prefer to either die or be captured, but in Iran. That is my understanding of things. Again, caveat, I may be wrong.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and watch.
Sir, one thing our people must learn that shouting is not the solution. Our PM and his team, the patient, silent action they're showing is fabulous sanction on US pulses and no sure Sharaba. Absolutely, Agastiji. You have hit the head on the nail. Now, what is happening is everybody wants a statement. And in Hindi, it is said that हाथी चलता रहता है, कुत्ते भौंकते रहते हैं. So the elephant keeps moving and the dogs keep barking. The elephant does not react. And when he is really troubled, so he just sways his trunk, and the dogs, they just run away. So, for heaven's sake, if in case you are not a politician who has put in 30 odd years of service in politics, please don't comment on what the prime minister is doing. He knows politics much better than you. You have not met Mr. Donald Trump, he has met. He has seen his body language, he has seen his actions, he has heard him speak. So I think he is a better man to judge Donald Trump rather than you and I. So I
Yeah,
think
so just one question is will Trump strike Iran or he won't? Or will he
no.
delay?
Trump, if in case he has to strike Iran, it will be from a standoff distance. So what he can do is like he did during the 12-day war with Israel. He used his navy to fire 12 Tomahawk missiles. He used his B-2 bombers to drop the heavy bombs there to destroy Fardo. Beyond that, if you expect that the special forces will go inside, I am so sorry. Iran is not Venezuela. Iran is Iran. Iran has a well trained army. They had a collection of more than 3,500 missiles when they went into war with Iran. Oh, sorry, Israel. They have a potent air force. They have a potent anti-aircraft system, which is being augmented by the Russian and the Chinese. It's not so simple to take down Iran. They are in
So he
trouble, no doubt.
so he might hesitate to attack Iran. Do you think, Trump?
Uh, he knows that there is too much to lose if in case he does so, because he has been told that all the American bases will be a target, and the countries which are hosting will also be targeted. That's a very clear threat, and Iran is capable of doing all these things. There was an understanding between Iran and the US during the war with Israel. That is why he gave a warning shot when they fired the missiles in Qatar. You remember there was a 2 hours
Yes.
no time issued, and then they fired the missiles. The missile did not destroy anybody, and the no time was lifted, no firing, and everything hunky dory. So please enjoy the video films which run, and I don't think the Americans will ever dare to put boots on ground. Americans are very scared of one thing. Number one, losing, which they have always done. And secondly, the body bags. They don't have the stomach to take the body bags. And they saw that in Afghanistan. Afghanistan was not a well trained army they were fighting against, but Iran is a well trained army, and it's difficult to take on a civilizational force. Iran is a civilizational country. Iran is not a country which has got a 200-year-old history. It has a thousands of years history. So I don't
So
think
what?
the will dare do that. Yes.
Yeah, why do you think the UAE president, he came to India suddenly? Anything connected to this situation,
There are many
the
things.
Iran?
This was his fifth visit to the country. Okay. I made a note of it ki how many visits and when all has he visited. I think his first visit was in the year 2016. Just let me refer my notes again. And I'll give you what all did he did and when did he visit. Uh, okay, here it is. Now, his aim was to enhance cooperation in key areas such as trade and economic ties, investment and finance, energy and resources, defense and security cooperation, and culture and people to people engagement. Now, whenever such things are happening, please keep an eye on what exactly is presented to him. When he landed, he was presented by a folk dance, cultural show. From where did that folk dance come? It belonged to Manipur. So, is UAE going to invest in Manipur? I don't know. Is he going to invest in the seven sisters of the Northeast? I don't know. There has to be reason. We have got a number of states, varied cultures to showcase why Manipur may be a coincidence, but in geopolitics there is no coincidence. Everything is planned. Now, this is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed's third official visit to India since becoming president and his fifth visit to India in the last decade. That's the record. So his first visit was in February 2016. It was an official visit as the Crown Prince. So it was the first high profile visit after India UAE ties were elevated. Now, interestingly, all these visits happened when Mr. Modi was in chair. उससे पहले I don't know if he had visited India before.
I think we have a technical issue, friends.
Sorted?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No. So this was the detail. Okay, the first visit, the focus was on strategic defense and investment cooperation. So the amount of pressure US putting on Iran, we all know they have nukes. What if they do a nuke test? What will happen? Iran will not see any responsible country will not use the nukes. Iran is no Pakistan, okay? So Iran is Iran and Pakistan is Pakistan. So please don't compare Iran with Pakistan that they might use the nukes. Nuclear weapon is always a deterrent, and the Pakistanis can go to the limit of touching that button. I won't say they were pressing the button, but they were nearly touching it. So Iran is Iran. I don't think Iran is foolhardy. They have a leadership which is slightly sensible. But even if a mouse is pushed to a wall, he might bite the cat. So at present, we are seeing that the mouse is being pushed toward the wall. So the Americans know that something is in store for them if in case they take any action. That is what I don't foresee Iran using nukes at such an early stage. They have got a number of ballistic missiles. They didn't use the nukes against Israel. They were in a full-fledged war with Israel, but they never used it. So they have their missiles, and their missiles and drones are pretty effective, I would say, I won't say they are as accurate as the system that we have, but yes, मुश्किल में डालने के लिए they are good enough. So we were on visit of the UAE. January 2017 was
Yes.
the next visit. That was a state visit when he came as the chief guest for the 68th Republic Day function. The next visit was in June 2018. Now they're coming in quick succession. Official visit, consolidation of earlier agreements, groundwork for long-term economic integration. Then came 2022 September. He came as the president of the UAE. That was his first visit as the president. And then the official visit in January 2026 reaffirmed India UAE as a key pillar of India's West Asia policy. And we know that UAE is a, and I can upload the pictures. Pictures speak 1,000 words, they say. Let me upload two pictures if in case you permit.
Yes.
So I'll just show it to you. So what one should do is just observe how the leaders are behaving. How are they bonding with each other? How are they traveling? That will tell you a number of things. Now, in this case, we are trying to see as to how Modi ji is interacting with the president of the UAE. Let me just put that picture up for you. First of all, they are traveling in the same car.
Mhm.
That shows, and the important thing is how is he being received. These are two things that show everything. So one is up. You can pull it up, Jaidev ji.
One second.
The first picture is a red carpet welcome, where Modi ji is walking with him. Background is the Emirates and a ceremonial welcome, where here you can see the Air Force contingent standing. It's a tri-services contingent. Far away, you can see the Gurkha soldiers standing. So it's a tri-services contingent which is welcoming a red carpet welcome, and the Prime Minister himself has gone and received him. That shows the importance that India lays to this visit. Now, how is Modi ji bonding with this gentleman? The next picture will give you the story. Now, you don't travel in the same car, you don't hold hands, and you don't show such bonhomie unless and until you are very comfortable with each other. You have seen Modi ji's favorite hug, that he goes and he hugs the leaders. कर्नल साहब, मैंने आपको मेल भेजा था, आपने देखा ना जवाब दिया। विनोद पांडे जी, आपने मेल लिखा था, मैं क्षमा प्रार्थी हूँ, मैं देखा तो सही उसको, परंतु मैंने आपको उत्तर देना उस समय दे नहीं पाया, परंतु मैं आपको उत्तर अवश्य दे दूंगा। आप बस नाराजगी ना दिखाएं, मैं आपको उत्तर अवश्य दूंगा। थोड़ा सा मसरूफ चल रहा था। मैं आज ही यात्रा करके वापस दिल्ली पहुंचा हूं, और जयदेव जी ने मुझे बख्शा नहीं। इन्होंने बोला कि आप आइए आज शो पर, और मैं यहाँ बैठा हूँ। तो मैंने कपड़े भी नहीं बदले हैं वहां से आने के बाद में। कान में हेडफोन ला के बैठ गया। मैं आपकी चिट्ठी, आपके ईमेल का जवाब अवश्य दूंगा, ये वादा है। चलिए, तो this shows everything, that how close are these two. Modi ji has already got the highest civilian award from the UAE. So, yes, we all know that the two leaders, they gel very well. So this is what is going on, and a lot of importance is being attributed to this visit. I believe this visit was for only a few hours. So if a person is traveling that distance and it is he is coming there, and they have set a target of $200 billion by 2032. So that is the latest figure that has come to us. So a lot of importance is being attributed to this. Let's face fact. And we all know that on UAE soil is Swaminarayan Mandir, if I'm not wrong. So having a mandir in an Islamic country is something very, very, very unique. I must say that. And the UAE government itself is very keen of having that temple there. They have given that land to the Swaminarayan Trust, if I'm not wrong. And then the temple was constructed, and the Prime Minister was there, and so was the uh, high ups of the UAE. So that is the importance which UAE also lays to the friendship with India. So it's a very good thing, and but the important thing is that I heard General Asim Munir had flown to Saudi Arabia, where he was shown the red flag, not the red carpet, and he turned back from Saudi Arabia and he landed in UAE. So most probably the president might tell what was he doing in UAE when he came there. You never know.
Yeah, so also, Mayank ji, now with regards to the American deep state, right? Initially, Trump was very much against the American deep state. And then now, just a few weeks back, he released a few Epstein files pictures, photographs, in which, a lot of photographs with Bill Clinton, right? So now, at the moment, is he being blackmailed by the deep state, or is he with the deep state, or is he against the American deep state? What do you think of this?
Okay, if you recall, there was a gunshot that he was targeted. That bullet brushed his ear. Number one. Number two, there was one gentleman who was killed on a university campus while giving a speech. A young guy. People say that he was the right hand man of Mr. Trump. Was that shot a warning shot for Mr. Trump to behave? Suddenly, Mr. Trump was not feeling well, so he went to a hospital early in the morning also. The other thing was that there was one gentleman by the name of Mr. Jeffrey Sachs. People say that he's a very big economist. Economist, when I say, I'm smiling at the economist part of it because everybody knows who he is and who he was. And he gives a statement that Maduro has been picked up. It is very wrong. And he literally spoke against the president there. So, Jaidev ji, रस्साकशी चल रही है, tug of war is going on, midterm is round the corner. Trump Sahab has already hinted that he might have to relinquish the post. ऐसा नहीं है the next incumbent would be very very pro India. Sorry, they will all follow the same line. In Iran, whatever is being done, it has been scripted in the year 2009, June 20. A Brookings document. It's an analysis paper which was published by 6 strategists, and they made a mention of something going on in 4 phases, and we are having a look at the 4th phase. So nothing is organic in this world. It is all prescripted. If in case your readers, if your viewers, they want a hint of what I'm referring to, I will again pull up one image. That will be interesting to your viewers. Yeah, here it is. You can just pull this up, and this is a 170-page document. It is accessible on the net. Please go through this document. Which path to Persia? Okay, this is an analysis paper which I referred. Please go through this paper. You'll understand that what exactly is happening in this world. It's an
How do
interesting
you
read.
how do
Hmm?
you access this? How does one access?
Just go and search which paths to Persia, Brookings. Search PDF file will be there. 170
Okay,
pages free to download. If
fine,
in
fine.
case Jaidev you want, just ping me on my WhatsApp. I'll send it to you.
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah.
पका पकाया माल मिल जाएगा आप.
Yeah, the link.
Link नहीं, I'll send you the PDF file. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
So uh, nobody should be that naive not to understand what's going on in the world. Just keep your eyes and ears open, and you'll find everything available. BAPS, yes. Swaminarayan Hindu Mandir, Abu Dhabi for all Hindu faiths. Yeah. Thank you so much. Izod, Lacoste. Oh my God, 2 brands there. Izod, I think, was the brand ambassador was Tiger Woods, if I'm not wrong. American deep state has all the nasty secrets of every American businessman and politician. So if they will not listen to them, the secrets may come out. Yeah, very correct. All the deep states have all these things ready with them. So, as an Indian, I must assure that you are in safe hands, and you should just keep your popcorn ready. The coffee should be hot and piping, and enjoy while you're watching Candid Mina. That's my humble advice to you. Don't get too involved in what is happening. Just be a keen observer, and you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, because it's so we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, isn't it? It's such a it's
Yeah, I'm
you
telling
know
you,
it's
I assure you that you are in safe hands. See, whatever happened in Sri Lanka, whatever happened in Bangladesh, whatever happened in Nepal, people were desperately trying to get this thing in India too. They are always trying very hard. But you have a sensible leadership, so have faith in that. नहीं तो जयदेव जी, आई हैव टू मच टू से, बात निकलेगी तो बहुत दूर तक जाएगी.
so we'll conclude this session,
Sure, sure, sure,
uh,
sure.
and we'll see you again next week. And any final words?
Any final words? Just enjoy your coffee and enjoy Candid Meena. And I think it is simultaneously being beamed on my channel, so show
Yeah,
some love.
what's your channel's name? Can you
Ranneeti,
just
RANN hyphen NEETI. Okay, I
yeah?
have put
So
my Twitter handle there, and my pinned tweet is the channel. So if in case you go to the Twitter or X, COL underscore Chaubey, and you will find my pinned tweet there. The pinned tweet will lead you to the channel. And
yeah,
yesterday I made a breakthrough. I made my own intro and outro video. So I manage it single handedly. I have got no team, so I am the one man army
great.
managing.
So we'll again meet up when you if you're free next week, and we'll
Sure.
you know. So thank you for coming once again, Mayank ji, and it has been a wonderful, informative session. And Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Pranam, Jai Hind, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Hind.